right, everybody. Welcome back to the Dane and Wayne Show.
Episode number
22.
22.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like an adult.
Feeling like an adult.
Yep. 22.
22. Graduating college.
We are graduating.
Trying to find a job.
I agree. Episode 22. What's on the table this evening, Wayne? It's
Well,
Thursday.
Thursday.
Spring.
Throwback Thursday.
Yep.
Phils wore the powder blues today. Taiwan Walker. They won a game that Taiwan Walker started for the first time since May of last year.
I'm going to eat crow because I said he was going to give up 5 runs by the third inning.
Yep.
So I got to
hand up accountability.
I got to say, you know what? Yep. That was. I said he was going to give up 10 runs or 5 by the third inning. And you were like, Dane, knock it off.
Yeah.
So
I said, give him a chance. Even though I went to the spring training game last week that he pitched. And he gave up, 4 runs or something, and everybody's chanting, Andrew Painter.
Oh, wow.
And we were sitting right behind the dugout, too. You could definitely hear it. But
he wasn't liking those. But
yeah, they're off to a solid start, I'll say. Solid. Just based on the competition.
Yes.
I'd say hot start if they play the Dodgers.
Which is on deck.
Yes.
Which is on deck.
It'll be real quick. We'll learn where this team actually is.
Which is, what are the Dodgers? 9-0, 6-0?
9-0.
And Ohtani and the whole team looks like they're in championship form?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
And the Braves, on the other hand, are 0-6.
The Braves are terrible right now.
Yeah.
The Braves are terrible right now. Which I didn't expect. I was expecting, opening month, March, April of baseball can be that time where,
figure it out.
A team either is trying to figure it out or they come out really slow. So, but I think we were definitely expecting more from the Braves.
I mean, think about the 22 Phillies. They fired Girardi in the midseason and then made it to the World Series.
To the postseason. So,
yeah. I am not going to count the Braves out after 6 games.
No, absolutely. You can't. No. Not in baseball. Was it 162?
162. Right, so we haven't even gotten to the third quarter of the first NFL game yet.
No. You
can't make that all the way anymore. It used to be like, 16 games, 162 games, you could say, it's 10% of the season or whatever.
Right.
But not anymore with the 17th game. But hey, we are very early, but things are already setting into place. Zach Wheeler, is a absolute stud. Nola's Nola. He'll have those starts every once in a while, and you hope it's not too often.
How do we feel about hitting right now?
Hey,
even though it's what? No, it's April. The calendar month it's April, so we're not in March anymore. How do we?
So up until today, they had 2 runs against starting pitchers.
Yes,
and then today was the first time they got more. Well, not the first time, but yes,
against starting pitchers.
So they got 2. Yeah, because the Schwarber home run was against the starter.
Was against, yes.
So they doubled their output against starting pitchers today. Still not great, but the late innings heroics has been fun.
I agree with that. For as many people as they leave on at a time, like in those first early 5 or 6 innings, in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning, from what we've watched, you're seeing them pick up each other and hit the ball and get runs across the plate. From what I've seen,
yeah.
So,
but we all, like I already said, we have to temper our expectations. They played the Rockies.
They played. Who else did they play?
You don't know who they started against?
No, I'm trying to. It's been a fuzzy week. Back at work, took some time off. So Colorado and
carry the 2.
The Rockies. No,
Rockies. Who are they playing?
No. Tell me who they're playing because I'm misremembering.
They played the Rockies.
No, and before that,
in Washington.
Okay, so of course I couldn't remember.
Yep.
So yeah, it's I'm in early season form here this evening. They played Washington. They played the Rockies.
Yep.
So not a small sample size, like you said, Wayne. And we get a test from them on tomorrow against the Dodgers. I know who they play tomorrow.
The Dodgers. Yes. And I guess tomorrow night is national I'm not sure what station's on, or is it Apple TV?
I have not looked.
No,
and then not looked. I hope it's not on Apple TV. Nah, it wouldn't be on Apple TV. Would it with the Dodgers on a big game like that on a Friday night? I know they play on one of the Fox networks on Saturday at like 4, which is the primetime game of Saturday afternoon ball.
NBC,
so, but we'll see.
Anyway, nobody cares about this conversation. Nobody cares about what station they're on.
So they're gonna watch them. People are into the Phillies. The buzz isn't. You definitely hear the negativity on the radio or on the TV stations regarding the hitting right now. I think, but it's just still too early. Yo, is that a spider?
A spider just walked across our studio floor.
Yeah. All right. So okay. It's Thursday evening.
Phils win 5. They're 5-1. But it could be 5-4 very easily by Sunday night.
All right.
I think they go. Okay. I think they get swept.
Wow. No.
Okay.
They're not getting swept.
Not getting swept.
I'm gonna say it's a 5-game. Is it a 4-game series or 3?
Oh, I thought it was 3.
No, it's 3. You're right. It's a 3-game series. So I say they win at least 1 game.
Okay.
I say they definitely beat the Dodgers and at least cool them, give them at least 1 loss.
Yeah.
Maybe even 2.
Nola tomorrow night.
Yes.
And then Sanchez.
So I feel confident about, from what I've seen from the last 3 or 4 games, with them coming up with clutch late hits in situations for them to feel like it'll be a decent battle against the Dodgers tomorrow and even Saturday.
Okay.
Schwarber's super hot.
Dude, that home run today was insane.
So Bryce is looking like Bryce, early season Bryce. Trey's not hitting the ball.
Yeah.
Castellanos, Bowman, and Realmuto, I feel, are in an okay spot from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about our boy Edmundo Sosa?
Where are you going to play him?
Exactly.
Where are you going to play him?
I wonder if he can play center field.
He's not playing center field.
He probably could.
Okay.
I mean, did you see that video back when he was on the Cardinals and he does a pirouette to throw to first and he nails the umpire?
Yeah. Yep. I've seen it.
So he's got a cannon on him. He can throw.
I've seen it.
What kind of range do you think you think Marsh has better range than Sosa in the outfield?
All right. That's
just asking.
I feel you. That's a solid question as far as who's got the most range in that outfield. But yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, can you think Sosa would be serviceable out in center field? Because then you got 3 serviceable guys, not necessarily like great fielders.
All right.
But you got him at the plate.
No, his bat at the plate right now has been clutch.
Yeah.
His bat at the plate right now has been clutch. And if you could, you platoon him in the outfield and mix him in?
I'd play him
or
every
no?
day. Play him every day until he starts slumping again.
Okay.
I mean, why not?
What do you have to lose?
Exactly.
No, all right.
Marsh can't hit lefties.
No.
Johan Rojas can't hit anybody.
No.
So what are we even talking about right now? I love Marsh. I love his hair and I love on the powder blues. Like you can tell his jersey is just drenched
in
all
sweat.
day. No, it's not sweat. It's water.
It's wet.
He's
just pouring it on
every
himself.
time he gets in the dugout, he just drenches his hair again. That's how it stays wet.
He's so inconsistent though with the bat.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly why I'm asking for Edmundo to take over.
All right. Then
I don't want to bench Stott. I think Stott's, he's a younger guy, and who knows if he's younger than Marsh? I don't actually know.
No,
but you feel like he has more potential
from what you've heard and what you've seen. Yes,
and he's got he's a good second baseman. So having a bat at second base, not everybody's Chase Utley, but Stott's serviceable, and you love the AOAOK song when it comes up.
I hate that song.
My kids loved it at spring training. They sang it so loud.
No, that's not the song that I hate. That's not the song. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, I can't believe you're hating on AOK.
I can't hate on Bryson Stott's song.
Is it Callum Wilson or Callum, what's his name?
Man, don't repeat that song.
I know. I saw a guy at the stadium down in Clearwater with the Dancing on My Own.
No.
I wanted to
no.
tell him, no, sir. No.
We gonna take that shirt and burn it. Pour that song in the trash. Nah, stop. You can play your song, man. Your song is good. But
yeah, so I mean, Alvarado today terrified me because he kept getting behind in counts.
I thought he was gonna pull the Taiwan Walker is what I thought.
Give it up?
No, just start giving up, hits because he had the bases loaded, right?
And then he struck out the side.
I was like, yo, what's he doing out there? Come on, get him out. But he's, he throws that high 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and sometimes he throws that sinker, that slider that doesn't go where he wants it to go. So he's up and down trying to figure out himself.
Yeah,
from what I've seen.
Most of the first pitch balls are in the dirt.
Okay. I mean, yes.
I guess he was trying to get people
in front of the. Yeah.
I guess he was trying to get guys to swing at stuff, but come on, you got to get ahead of guys in the count.
Just throw it down the middle.
Well, not now in the middle. Okay. I'm not saying that.
Off
but
the
try to locate a little bit better than in the dirt.
Yeah.
Come on. He had no shape to his pitches today. It was all just flat. And you could tell people were just spitting on it when it was going in the dirt. But then you got to the bottom of the order and struck out the side. So, hey.
A win is a win.
All's well that ends well.
A win is a win.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
I will take it. Absolutely. How about Romano? My brother texted me when he was pitching and said, this dude looks like Lil Dicky. I can't unsee it. I can't. I'm like, he is absolutely right.
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm not wrong. You're not wrong.
Oh man, that's funny. I can't believe they're using him so much. But
he's gotten a lot of pitches.
Yeah,
I feel like in the what's it been 6 games, 5 games? No, 6 games. He's gotten at least a look each day that they pitched. So they want him to succeed. I actually thought the kid Kirkering would get more looks right now.
He was in there today,
but so we'll definitely
about matchups with Topper.
I feel you.
He likes those matchups. Put Strom out there, or put Kirkering out there, depending on what you got.
What do you think about the bats, the new bats?
Oh, the torpedo bats?
Yeah. No care in the world. It's the man. Well, I mean, even if you get the torpedo bat and you can't hit the ball, it's not gonna matter, right?
Right.
All right. That's what I thought.
Hitting a harder dribble to the pitcher. But I saw somebody posted today that Easton had a torpedo bat back in the 90s. So this isn't new.
This isn't new technology. No. It's just the internet and people putting information out there that was already out there.
The first time they're using them in the majors.
Okay.
But somebody found an old torpedo metal bat from the 90s, like a college or high school bat. And
he was like, "Look, this is the original of this. This isn't something new.
Yeah,
that you're coming up with AI."
I'm all for innovation as always.
Yes, you are. Yes.
I want a chip in the football. I want to know when it crosses the plane of the end zone.
I mean,
I want first downs. I want to know when it's a first down.
That's coming.
Yeah,
they finally, decided that they wanted to make that innovation. Which, I mean. You said it probably, 2 years ago? You wanted the chip in the football, or a year ago?
Yeah. I've been saying this since I was 17. I was like, there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way to figure it out.
To not use the chain gang?
Yeah. And 23 years later, and we're still using the chain gang.
I mean...
We're spotting the ball from 5 yards behind the play.
They're like, yo, if it's not broke, we're not.
Yeah, right there.
We're not going to fix it. It's right in here. It's right.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so let's move to the Sixers. If you're done with Phil's takes, any more Phil's takes?
What else did I want to talk about in baseball? Yeah, we can be done with the Phillies.
Do you want to talk about the torpedo bats more?
No. It's to me, if you don't got the talent to hit a baseball, you're not a bat's not going to change that. Yeah. It's not like
back in my day, guys just did steroids. I mean, let's go back to the good old days.
Bonds and McGuire and Sosa juicing.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not going to talk about those days.
You got to catch up to that 99-mile-an-hour fastball. I mean,
why not?
It's the same argument that people were using back then. You still got to hit the ball, right?
Yeah, if you're not skilled enough to hit the ball, it's not going to matter with the bat. It's not the. All right. A good workman never blames his tools.
Okay. All right. Words to live by.
All right. Transition to
Sixers. You want to talk about that hot mess? The Tankathon.
Are they going to secure that pick? Are they going to secure that pick?
Remember last week or 2 weeks ago, I talked about how the best possible they could do is 5th.
Yes.
Pelicans are winning for some reason.
All right.
So they're actually pretty close to the 4th pick. The fourth worst pick.
I would take that.
I would love that. I mean, if you're almost guaranteed to keep your pick at that point.
All right.
If you get the 4th spot in the lottery.
Then I could totally dig that.
You have like an 89%.
Does that mean Cooper Flag could fall?
No, Cooper Flag's not falling.
All right.
Cooper Flag's not falling.
He's the basketball gods.
He could snap his femur on
Monday night.
No, it's Saturday.
They play Saturday.
He could snap his femur on Saturday. He's still going first overall.
Knock on wood for Cooper. They're gonna come back and say Wayne said.
Well, like Joel Embiid with the foot issue before the draft, and that's why he fell. Yeah, I don't know.
So
no, I just don't really see anybody else eclipsing him, even if he has a bad injury.
If he had, he's gonna be the number 1 pick, and
lots of guards
was it like a
3%
chance for the Sixers or 4% chance to get the number 1?
No,
pick?
I mean, yeah, right now I think it's in the single digits, but if they get to the 4th, then they have a 12.5% chance of getting the first pick and 89% chance of keeping their pick.
Oh, all right. So they're in a positive spot.
Yeah.
Do they clean house with
the nurse
management,
and everybody?
Management, the medical team. Do they just start over? Are you? I'm serious.
I've been at So we would like to make fun about the tanking and all that. But what is their plan? Even if they get Cooper Flag, what's the plan?
They don't have a plan.
I mean, Joe is getting his arthroscopic knee surgery. That who knows what that's going to find.
So I think I sent you a couple things about the level of wear and tear on his knees and his body. Even if he does go fix it or get it, and they have the best medical team, it's still up to his body. Mm-hmm. And at the age that he is, it's 50. It is what it is. You're pretty much flipping a coin.
Yeah, I wish we could tell how old people's knees are. You can with a dog. In 7'2" years.
His knees got some real wear and tear.
He's 75 years old.
What is Embiid? Is he 31?
Yeah,
32?
Yeah.
Stuff knees and backs don't bounce back after 31 and 32.
Yeah,
they just don't.
I dream of being 32 again, feeling like I did at 32.
I would like a 32-year-old back and some knees. But
yeah, who knows? But I mean, besides him, Podcast P, I don't really want to ever see again.
I don't want to see him again. No. But I don't want to see him again.
So
I keep hearing that he won't have that bad of a year. The year that he had is like an outlier. So at no point is he going to be like, oh, I'm going to have this terrible of a year with injuries, not scoring. Because,
So his logic is that this isn't going to happen.
No, that's what that's okay. Out there saying that, okay, because he had this bad of a season. And I saw somewhere he's like a first ballot or he's going to get voted into the Hall of Fame.
I respectfully disagree.
When you look at his body of work, though, people with that level of injury and that level of points are in the Hall of Fame.
Okay. All right. Back to the logic of this is an outlier and it can't get worse than this.
All right.
I mean, he's gonna be 35 next year.
Yeah. He's not picking up speed. He's not. Even if he goes to a speed doctor, he's not picking up speed.
I don't know. I don't think everybody thought that about Rodgers. It's like, okay, he's going to come back and he's going to be Rodgers again.
No.
He wasn't Rodgers again.
Jets
don't want anything to do with him. I can't believe the Steelers are even sniffing around him.
I said that's crazy. I don't understand
Every Steelers fan I talk to is like, I don't want him.
Okay, that's true.
But Tomlin's got this I
want to coach Aaron Rodgers.
That maybe, or I have to keep this streak alive of being over 500 or being 500 plus.
Steelers have been in this weird, just like mediocre place for probably 10 years.
It's the worst place you can possibly.
Because you're not truly challenging for championships, but you're not terrible enough to like start over.
Yeah,
you
have to be a level of terrible to get the elite players.
That's true.
If your GM's not going to be like Howie and
know how to flip the money and make the money work, make it do what it do.
Yeah, taking chances on getting first round picks, and then the reason the Eagles were able to get Jalen Carter is because they flipped one of those picks and then they lucked out.
That's true.
So yeah, you gotta be bold in this business, and it just feels like the Steelers are kind of like, I want to be just good enough, like so my fans stay interested.
The Aaron Rodgers thing though baffles my mind because I feel like he's done. Like I think he's done, but he wants to just be like, I'm still the man, so somebody wants me is what I feel. But I could be wrong.
I just want him to go to Minnesota, so he can just complete the Brett Favre trio, the Brett Favre Packers, Jets, Vikings. I keep
seeing that meme about that tree, that cycle of how they.
Why not?
I mean, but Minnesota. What is in that for Minnesota? Is Rodgers gonna? The coach in Minnesota I think can actually coach.
Yeah.
But is Rodgers gonna listen to him? Rodgers wants to be still like I feel like a movie star, like a diva, almost.
Yeah. He wants to run the team. So I don't know. I don't know what's happening there. I like JJ McCarthy. I want to see how he can play, even coming off.
Was that the kid from Michigan?
Yeah,
all
that's
right.
who they drafted.
So he can ball a little bit. Then he got some seasoning. Harbaugh Harbaugh used to coach in the pros, and Harbaugh coached him up. Well, you're gonna see what he really has. What is he coming off of ACL?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's not easy, but he's at 19. A knee bounces back way quicker.
Not 19. Oh my gosh.
What is he? 24.
23 or 24.
All right, well, at 23, a knee bounces back way quicker.
I'm sure it does, but he's not 19.
Don't put false information out there, Dane. All right, get your stats right. I'm slipping tonight, man. I'm slipping.
It's all right.
It's okay.
We're all tired. Just got back from vacation.
Yeah, we had took some time off, sat in the sun.
Yeah, baked our brains a little bit. And there's not as much fun to talk about. Nothing as much fun to talk about with Sixers and
Union won.
Oh jeez.
I'm sorry.
Even worse.
I'm joking.
After they lost to Miami, they lost to Miami.
They got Miami beat them.
Yeah.
Miami beat them.
I saw the one messy goal.
Miami beat them down pretty good.
Yeah.
But let's see. Sixers roster.
We can well, okay. You want to talk about?
I just want to talk
Maxey being shut down.
Who we keeping?
Maxey, McCain.
Okay.
Grimes, hopefully.
Okay. And then burn the rest of it down?
You can keep the fringe guys like...
can I get a new medical staff? It's not going to matter. I don't know. No, the Sixers medical team just always with the injuries. Andrew Bynum. Who else? Let me try to think of somebody crazy who got... what's the kid that got the weed allergy? Okay. Always with the medical team. What was his name again?
I don't know, but he came from Texas Tech.
Yeah,
I can picture him, but I don't
please
know his
name. Message me the name of the kid that got the peanut allergy and almost lost his life. Sixers medical team, just get it together, man.
Can you blame them for Andrew Bynum?
No, Bynum was probably damaged goods.
Yes,
but it's just a circle of bad decisions all the time. Was it 1982, man?
Yeah,
1982.
3.
You can't. All right. Yeah. Yes, you're right. When he's like, get your dates right, man. Come on.
I'm a stickler for the facts tonight. Oh my gosh.
But anyway,
we can't think of the guy's name, but we're sticklers for the facts here.
Goodness, I'm totally.
Let's just sit in silence until we can think about it.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna pull out.
Oh my gosh, Markel Fultz's shoulder was screwed up.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now. Sixers draft pick peanut allergy.
Oh yeah.
Somebody's screaming at us.
Dane's phone's not working too well.
Zaire Smith.
Oh, Zaire Smith.
Zaire.
Man.
Zaire. All right. Yep. So we're moving on.
I'm moving on from Nick Nurse.
Okay.
He's done nothing for me.
No. Very bland. Since Toronto, he hasn't really done anything since the championship with Kawhi.
Yeah.
And he has not figured out how to win without Embiid with just Maxey there, which is what you brought him in because you thought he was a basketball mind and you thought he could move people around. You saw a little bit of it last year with Maxey, but this year's been, total train wreck, just everything broken off the hinges. But all right.
Is Joel Embiid just not coachable?
Well, I keep hearing that no one holds him accountable, man. That's the word that's been out there for the last 10 years.
Players only meeting where Maxey had to get in his face.
No one holds him accountable, but can't you hold yourself accountable, folks?
No, apparently not. Apparently not. Marcus Hayes tried to hold him accountable.
I mean, Marcus Hayes did that was you gonna have a problem like that. I don't recommend holding somebody accountable like that unless it's straight family, and even then you might be crossing a line. Mm-hmm. But I keep hearing that no one holds him accountable. Oh,
Spider's back.
Spiders.
Get him, Dane. Yes. Got him.
Yo, that's Spider. Yo, I hate
that's
spiders.
The best part of this show so far.
I hate spiders.
I would have picked him up and put him outside.
Yo.
Yep.
I'm not doing that.
All right. You're going to have so many bugs in your house now because that spider's not going to eat them. Yep.
No.
Oh, well.
Right.
All right.
Now we
Are we done with the Sixers?
Yeah.
All right. Just like that bug or that spider.
I saw him roll in here. I was like, yo, is that a spider? And he circled back around?
You did.
You get out of here.
All right. So then birds. I mean, not really birds, but
NFL meetings.
Jeez, yeah. I can't believe how much this
traction
thing. Yeah, how much traction it's getting.
It's gonna get banned. It's getting banned. I'm telling Philadelphia's getting banned.
You can tell the commissioner's behind it too. Like they shut down the vote because they knew they weren't getting the 24 votes they needed.
Using language like we're gonna table the vote.
Table the vote. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna put it on ice for 6 weeks.
Yeah. See and how many guys I can stiff.
I'm gonna get 6 more people.
I'm gonna strong arm some guys.
Slide them an envelope. Here you go. I'll give you this much for this vote. Is what's gonna happen, and they're gonna ban it. Philadelphia is gonna be up in arms. My thing always is, Wayne, and I've said this from the door. Everybody can practice the play, so it's crazy that they use words like player safety, where come on, like players get hurt. Any play, somebody can get wiped out. Are you in a rugby scrum type situation? Yes, where force is against force, and players can get hurt, but if there was actual real data showing that players are getting hurt on the play, then I could wrap my brain around it, but they can't. They're going to use that narrative, but I think it's a weak narrative.
Absolutely. Because they're trying to increase the number of kickoffs, and that's guys 5 yards away running straight at each other, trying to hit each other. And then this is guys that are 2 inches away from each other trying to hit each other. No. And then, what else are we trying to do? Add an 18th game. How many more injuries are we going to get from that?
I don't.
It's just insane, the logic. And just because the Eagles do it well, they just won the Super Bowl, and everybody's like, oh gosh, screw them. We got to do something. It's just unbelievable.
1,000%
how far this has come.
So
if they hadn't won the Super Bowl, I don't think this would be a thing.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just feel like, the NFL has decided, that the coaches have decided, we can't do this as well as them. We're never going to be able to do it as well as them. We can't defend it. Or we can't defend it. Like, nobody knows how to defend it.
These are the best of the best people at this craft. You cannot, as a professional, Andy Reid, Sean McVay, what's the coach for Green Bay that tried to run it?
Yeah.
You can't get your, and I'm not saying that you want, because who would want to watch an NFL game where up and down the field you just saw players doing that? Then you would be like, all right, I'll just go watch rugby, you know?
Yeah.
But even that, I think rugby is got a crap ton of skill or a whole bunch of skill in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
John Harbaugh, they did it great with Andrews.
Okay.
Andrews got under center and would go, and I think Buffalo did the same thing with a tight end. I don't know. Maybe Josh Allen. I know Josh Allen ran the sneak, but it was a different version.
Yeah.
But it's so ridiculous. I agree with the pulling of players.
Right.
I always agreed with you shouldn't be able to pull, like if you're in front of somebody and pulling them into the end zone.
No,
I don't like that.
That's weak.
But pushing,
that's weak.
Has always been, you know.
Well, to me, it brings me back to watching football from and you would see a scrum and a lineman would literally jump on top of the pile and either lay somebody out or push them forward is what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
But they've taken it to a whole nother level where it's almost just like this disdain for it and that it's not a football play. And all right, I can see that it's not a football play, but like I said,
because the Super Bowl champs do it better.
If everybody has access to this play in the playbook, just don't be bitter, man. Just be better. Just,
More words of wisdom from Dane. The more you know. All right.
What else is Sirianni? Nicholas is about to get another deal, but Jeffrey said they're not talking about it. But I'm like, come on, he's definitely about to get his bag, which he's earned. And how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Okay.
He clearly gets through to this team somehow. Well, he did last year. Didn't so much the year before. Like 2024 was great. 23 was horrible. So we'll see what happens this year.
How do we feel about the interchangeable pieces? Or you know what? I can't call them interchangeable because you're moving from starters. You're getting rid of starters and you're trying to replace them with third stringers. Is what you're trying to do or attempting to do. Am I crazy for seeing that?
Like Slay and CJ and
yeah,
Sweat.
Yep.
Becton.
Yes.
Well, you're hoping I think we talked about this a little bit, but you're hoping Steen takes a step forward and is able to play right guard.
Okay.
You're hoping that Ringo takes a step forward, is able to play left cornerback. Adoree Jackson will push him a little bit there. And then you're hoping Sidney Brown comes in and can play safety. You also have some draft picks. Maybe they can get a guy, to replace Milton Williams in the draft. I said last time, Mora Ojimo has had a better pass rush win rate than Milton Williams did last year. Everybody looks great sitting like next to 98. So
true. We'll just have to be patient. Be patient.
They're not gonna run through the league like they did at the end of last year. They have such a hard schedule. I mean,
everything's going to be real hard.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be real hard.
Absolutely.
And you have the target. You have the Super Bowl trophy. Absolutely. So everybody's on, this is our best game. This is our, prove it game. So, no.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't even win the division just because of how hard their schedule is, that Washington has the second place schedule and is able to, just playing lesser teams has a better record.
That'll make them stronger, but does that make the city so divided and freak out? You know what I mean? Because coming off the Super Bowl, you're expecting, you're gonna hear it. 14 wins, 13 wins.
Mm-hmm.
And in my head, I think,
I'm not seeing that.
No, my head as a football, watching football, I'm like, 11 wins, 12 wins. 10 is the benchmark, 11, 12. You're like, all right, I got a good team, and we can figure out the rest in, December, January, and, hopefully you get to February.
We'll see
how I see it.
Yeah, we'll see how it shakes out.
So
I'm not worried necessarily. I just think, I'm expecting not so great of a year just because of the schedule and losing, like you said, those starters. And it's going to take a minute for those young guys to come in and hopefully get their bearings.
I wasn't confident in what I heard Sirianni say about the corner coming in, where he was like, we're going to have him come in. We're going to coach him up. We're going to, hopefully he can acclimate to the system and, grow.
Which one, Ringo or Jackson?
Ringo.
Oh, okay.
I was kind of like, oh, that's not a, you want your boss to be like, yo, this is, the person who's taking the spot and I know he's ready for it. Not like, oh, we're going to.
No, with these young guys, you gotta
coach them up
a little bit.
You gotta ramp them up.
You gotta ramp up. You can't just give a guy a job. He's got to work for it.
I gotta ramp him up. I don't ever want to hear that. No, I'm gonna say that word again. Gotta get ramped up.
Yeah.
So, but
all right.
What else is on your mind? You want to talk about nothing else? College basketball.
I need another vacation. Yeah, I watched a little bit of college basketball on vacation.
I watched a lot of it on vacation.
Did you?
I did. I watched all the games because they were always on TV. And ESPN was on. My wife didn't care.
Next to the pool.
I did. Watched a lot of ESPN, a lot of basketball. So, but Saturday? I'm taking Duke plays Houston, and then Florida plays Auburn. So I'm gonna take Duke, which is probably terrible to say, and I'm gonna take Florida in the championship game on Monday.
All right,
that's what I'm gonna take. Probably wrong. Do not wager any pesos.
No, please don't.
All right. And
my nephew, so I was texting with my brother again. My nephew is in the top 0.5% of brackets left on ESPN.
Oh, nice.
He's 8 years old.
He filled it in with.
He just took all chalk. I mean, but he had Houston. He had who was it? Yeah, he had the proper 3 seed that got through. Like I said, I'm not following it at all.
I'm gonna be honest, dude. I've watched. This is the least amount of college basketball that I've watched up until last week when I could just sit in front of a TV and just literally not care about what I was watching. So, no, I totally understand what you're saying, but
oh crapshoot.
Yeah. And I stopped filling out brackets. I told you in 2017, 2015, because my buddies used to send them to me yo, and no matter what you did, it always went the other way. And I think this is the first time in 25 years that all 1 seeds went to, the Final Four. So you never know. But it's definitely good talking to you.
Yeah.
It's been a interesting week. We had some decent topics that we wanted to, brush up on or talk about. Yeah. Do I have a hater this week? NFL owners.
Yes.
My hater.
Those 16 owners that we're going to vote against.
My hater this week is all the NFL owners, man. Stop being a hater. Don't be bitter. Just be better. All the teams can practice this play. All the teams can work on it. Don't punish somebody for being really good at something that everybody has access to. Is all I'm saying.
So we'll be off next week. We'll be back on the 17th with a draft preview.
Yes, NFL draft is in 3 weeks. So
yes,
I may have a prospect for you that I'm interested in.
Okay. All right. I've been doing a bunch of mock drafts online.
You keep sending me mock drafts. What about this player? What about this? My buddy Halil actually sends me yo, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? So,
hey, in your spare time when you're just sitting around, you just do a mock draft real quick.
I did mock draft 90, 99. What was the last time I did a mock draft?
All right. Cool, Dane.
Listen, you dinosaur.
1999.
I'm joking.
Where'd you do it? On a piece of paper?
Mel Kiper.
Okay. So you watched Mel Kiper and you wrote down what you thought was going to happen?
I don't do mock drafts. I am not doing a mock draft. Anytime I'm like, yo, no matter what you write down on that paper, it's not going to happen that way.
It's a good way to learn about the players. That's what I do.
I
just do a mock draft, like a simulation, and then you'll see who's available at 32, and you're just like, okay, let me learn about these players. So you look them up and you do some research, and that's how you learn about, at least for me.
See, Wayne, thank you.
I always do the top 3 rounds, just because that's the first 2 nights.
See, this man is dropping some knowledge on me, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
See what trades coming for you. One time, was it the Commanders offered me 3 picks in the top 100 for 32. I was like, what is this? So I took it.
All right, Wayne's gonna whip up a mock draft.
Yeah. I'll whip up a mock draft for next time.
I'm gonna have you like 2 prospects that I'm looking at that might fit what the Eagles are looking for, and we can go from there. Right. It was a blast this evening. Yeah. Everybody have a safe weekend. Go Phils. I'm looking forward to that Dodgers series though, because we will get a small look into like what they might really look like. But
see what Nola can do. See if he's Nola again or not.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
Take it easy.
Yep.
Go Birds. Go.